flag bearer of the National Democratic Congress, the NDC, John Mahama, has criticized Energy Minister Matthew Opoku-Prempeh over comments he made in response to the demand for a load-shedding timetable to curtail the impact of the recent power outages. The sector minister, in an earlier interview, dismissed calls for the issuance of a load-shedding timetable by the Electricity Company of Ghana. Addressing members of the Association of Ghana Industries as the HEI as part of a stakeholder engagement on Tuesday, April 2nd, Mr. Mahama described the minister's comments as disrespectful while urging the government to promptly address the country's power crisis. Citi News' Fauzu Masawodu has more on this report.
Recent power disruptions in Ghana have sparked debates, with Energy Minister Matthew Opoku-Prempeh arguing against the need for a load-shedding timetable. Opposition leader John Mahama, speaking at a stakeholder engagement with the Association of Ghana Industries, condemned the minister's stance as disrespectful and called for swift government action.
The country has been plunged into darkness. Mismanagement of our generating assets and collateralization of the ESLA, which was meant to provide the resources to finance current and legacy debt, has led us back into DUMSOR. The best government can do is to eat humble pie, take responsibility for the problem, and work to address it. Unfortunately, that is not the case. I'm aware that businesses and households cannot plan because of the erratic power situation. When citizens demanded for a schedule to enable them plan, which is the least that a responsible government should be doing, Energy Minister Dr. Matthew Opoku-Prempeh, who was one of the frontline participants in the DUMSOR Must Stop campaign while in opposition, is reported to have said that those asking for a load-shedding timetable wish ill for the country, and they should publish their own schedule. This is most disrespectful to Ghanaians and the customers of electric power.
Dr. Humphrey Eyim-Dake, president of the AGI, suggested using nuclear energy to tackle Ghana's power crisis.
So on the subject matter of power, we have been engaged and have been involved in the nuclear power agenda. One would say it is pretty expensive to start a nuclear power project. Averagely 6 billion and above, it takes about 5 years possibly to build. Nonetheless, medium to long term, in the developing world, in the Asian space, that is the trend. That is the only mix that we believe can drop the cost of power and make us competitive on this space of manufacturing.
Mahama emphasized the next NDC government's focus on supporting local products and services, regardless of cost, to boost the domestic economy.
Such a policy, government will provide the needed support for large-scale agricultural production to achieve food self-sufficiency and provide the much-needed raw materials to feed our industries. The next NDC government, under this policy, will also incentivize the indigenous private sector to capture the commanding heights of the economy in every sector to reduce the big financial outflows occasioned by huge profit repatriations. Government will give priority in procurement to Ghanaian businesses in terms of its spending budget, even if their products are more expensive than imported ones.
Mahama also outlined plans to bolster local production capacity and impose import restrictions on selected goods.
We will work to revamp and reignite strategic industries such as Volta Aluminium Company, Valco, because of the downstream aluminium sector, while boosting the production of rice, sugar, tomato, fish, poultry, meat and meat products, vegetable cooking oil, and pharmaceutical products. Once local capacity in the production of these and many other products is boosted, we shall place restrictions on the unbridled importation of these items.
The proposal of a 24-hour economy has been central to the NDC's pledges ahead of the 2024 general elections. And for flag bearer John Dramani Mahama, empowering industries through the provision of, among other things, favorable macroeconomic indicators will contribute significantly towards realizing this vision. Reporting for Citi News, Fauzu Masaudu, Accra.